This is Larry. We're gonna do a review of Get Hard, starring Kevin Hart and the other guy from Saturday Night Live,
Will Ferrell.
Will Ferrell. All right, let's go into some positives about the film. There's not many positives that we have about the film. So, one positive I found was that I thought Will Ferrell and Kevin Hart, I thought they had good chemistry together. I thought whenever they were together interacting, I thought that was at least somewhat fun. You know, they was kind of charming together. That's one positive I have about it. That's about it.
I think the one scene I thought was kind of funny, but it kind of dragged on too long. It was a scene where they were in the yard or whatever, and it was Kevin Hart, and he was supposed to be like a Mexican dude, and then he was supposed to be a gay guy, and then he was supposed to be like a black dude or whatever. I thought that part was funny. If you go see the movie, you know what I'm talking about. But the only problem is it like goes on too long to where it doesn't become funny anymore.
Which brings us to the negatives, and Larry kind of pointed out what I always felt, that it kind of one of the negatives I felt that it kind of dragged on a little bit too long. Yeah. Some of the set places was like, it felt like he was doing his comedy stand-up, which would have worked, but it felt like in a movie it was just going too long. Like some things would be funny and then they would just keep going with it and you would just wait for it to end. That's one negative. I thought the other negative, I thought the movie overall felt like something that should have been made back in like '96. Like I felt like it was like it should have been made during the era of like Money Talks or even Malibu's Most Wanted.
Or not just that, it just felt like it's been done too many times. We got like a white guy from one area, a black dude from another area, and they got to work together to combine. It's like Money Talks in a way.
Yeah, it felt very typical, kind of like, wow, let's take this business white guy and put him around some black people and watch all the crazy stuff that happens, which is kind of outdated now because I think the culture now is really kind of merged. Everybody knows things like a lot of, white people know who Jay-Z is already, so it's not really as funny when you kind of say, oh, it's hip-hop now, and it's kind of like a little bit outdated, so I don't know. I mean, that's the biggest negative between the extended, set pieces that last a little bit too long. It felt like it would have been a funnier movie if written better. I felt like the two of them weren't the problem with the film. I felt like if they were just taken into another scenario, maybe if they were two cops or something, it might have worked, but overall, yeah, I didn't enjoy this film. I mean, I have to say it's a D-grade film, really. I mean, I was struggling to get through it.
It's too long. That's one of the reasons, too. It's too long. Yeah, it's like an hour and 40 minutes, I think. That's too long. For a comedy, it should be at least an hour and 10 minutes, 20 minutes the tops. Plus, there's only so much you could take of Kevin Hart running around acting silly.
A little bit of Kevin Hart goes a long way. Like, that's true. So there you have it. That's our thoughts on Get Hard, or Get Lost, or whatever, or get a ticket to another movie.
It's just I would have better off probably seeing Divergent, even though I haven't seen Insurgent. I would have probably been better off watching Divergent or something like that. Like even when I left the theater, it was like a white couple leaving, and the lady was like, "Oh, it wasn't that funny," and the guy was like, "Yeah, it was corny. I thought it was gonna be more funny scenes than that." And it was. Even the group of kids who was behind me was like, "Oh, this is corny." Yeah, too many like gag jokes and penis jokes and stuff like that. It's just too much.
Get Hard. There you go. I give it a D. See it at your own risk.
Yeah.
All right.